Welcome, Wargamers. Josh here with David White to bring you a Age of Sigmar War of the Realms Batrep. With the General's Handbook out now, we're going back full swing for covering Age of Sigmar. So that brings back guests like David White. I'll put it out now that I know I'm going to be looking for having some guests coming in. So if you play Age of Sigmar and you have any interest, email support@MiniWarGaming.com. Justin will try his best to make some arrangements to get you into play. If you're going to email Justin for Age of Sigmar especially, do me a favor, CC me on that email as well, josh@miniwargaming.com. That way, hopefully I can help out and get some games in. In the meantime, let's check out the armies and the board. Starting off looking at my undead. Just so everybody knows, I'm going to be using the rules just right out of the Grand Alliance Death book. If there's any questions, so there's some that popped up last time. So leading the army, we have my Ghoul King. Get 2 units of Crypt Ghouls, 1 unit of 30, 1 unit of 10, unit of 3 Crypt Horrors, unit of 3 Crypt Flayers, and I'm keeping 200 points to be able to summon. A little bit of housekeeping for summoning. The way we are going to run it is we're not declaring ahead of time what we are going to summon, just how many points we've set aside for it. So anything that I could summon for death might be coming onto the board. Let's go check out David White's army. David White running his Dispossessed?
Yep. So some of it's from the Order Battle Tome, others are from like the compendium rules.
Yeah, the Grand Alliance book?
Yeah. Because I have the Battle Standard Bearer, the Warden King, and the Rune Lord as my heroes. My battle line units are this unit of 10-man warriors with regular weapons, and then this one with 2-handed weapons. And then I have a unit of Thunderers, a unit of Quarrelers, and a unit of Miners with the mining cart, because it's got rules now.
It does, after all those years?
It's finally got rules! And then 2 gyrocopters, one looking a bit drunk because it's just fallen over.
And what are the guns on the gyrocopters?
The steam guns.
Perfect. And that is, what, 1,000 points on the dot as well?
On the money.
This is the board we're going to be playing on today. Trying to do a bunch of line of sight kind of blocking terrain without going too crazy here. So what scenario are we doing today, David?
We are doing the Gifts from the Heavens, Josh. So the victory conditions are, at the end of each of your turns, you score a number of victory points equal to the number of the current round for each meteor you control. For example, if you control 1 fallen meteor at the end of your turn, in the 3rd battle round you would score 3 victory points.
You want to explain when the meteors come down and what they are?
Yeah, the meteors come down in turn 2 and you roll a dice. So we get 1 on each half basically. Because it's divided into 6 sections.
Right, so one's going to come down in my territory, so I divide my starting zone into 1, 2, 3 areas, and then the meteor comes down on my side of one of those, and then same thing for your side.
Yeah, and then if we end up drawing at the end of this, it's whoever kills the most stuff.
Alright, so yeah, turn 2, is it the end of turn 2?
I believe it's the
end of the second battle round?
In the 2nd battle round, so that'd be the beginning.
Okay, so beginning of 2nd battle round, we're going to see where the objectives end up, and then at the end of each of or at the end of the battle round, or when is it scoring?
At the...
So at the end of each of our turns, not at the end of the battle round, that's when we score.
So you can take people off them.
Yep, and we're getting as many points for holding that as the turn number.
Yeah, but if you hold both, then you'll get double.
Ooh. Okay, let's get the armies deployed. Armies are deployed on the board. Starting off over here, we have Ghouls, my Crypt Horror, my Ghoul King, big unit of Ghouls, and my Crypt Flayers. Should have announced this earlier, but we forgot to include it when we were doing the army descriptions. My my Ghoul King is going to be my general. For his command trait, he has Red Fury. The way that works is I roll a dice after my general attacks in the combat phase. If the roll is less than the number of wounds they inflicted, they can immediately attack again. His artifact will be the Tomb Blade. I pick one melee weapon that the bearer can use. It cannot be a weapon used by a mount if they have one. If any of the attacks made by the weapon slays an enemy model, I can heal one wound suffered by the bearer of the Tomb Blade, or by a death model within 6 inches of the bearer for each enemy model that was slain. Over here we have the Dwarfs.
So the two-handed weapon dwarves with the gyrocopter going into the crossbowman and the rune lord and the standard bearer there. Then the normal warriors with the warden king, then the thunderers, and then another gyrocopter. And the miners are underground advancing.
Ooh. Who's the general of the army?
So the general is my warden king.
Okay.
That guy there. He has, for his command trait, legendary fighter, so he adds 1 to the attacks of one of his melee weapons, which is useful on his little hammer. And then he also has the relic blade, which increases the damage dealt by his one melee weapon by 1. So he does d3 plus 1 damage with his little hammer.
Gross. Moving on to the first round, I finished deploying first, and that means for this scenario that I get to pick who goes first in the first battle round. And I will choose you to go first, sir.
Dwarves. I'm not going to be moving very much, but it's okay. I'll go first. So in the hero phase, my standard bearer and my rune lord can't really do anything, but my warden king will make this unit of warriors immune to battle shock.
Well, there we go.
That's it. That's it.
That's a very exciting hero phase you got there.
So all of my guys are going to sound the advance. All my normal units, I'll have to roll for my characters, so they can all move up 8.
Okay, do you want to just move them all up and we'll come back figure out where everybody is?
They're all going this way.
They're going to run for us. Dwarves have sounded the advance, moving up the board almost quickly.
Well, quick for a dwarf.
True. So the characters we have to roll for?
So the Warden King is going to go, he can go 10 inches.
Ooh.
And I'll just roll them all and then move them all up.
That works for me.
Battle Standard Bearer is going 7, Rune Lord 6. This Gyrocopter is going to move up to there.
Not wanting to run?
Not wanting to run, just wanting to hang out. This Gyrocopter is going to fly all the way over here, because if the meteor goes in this zone, you don't have nothing there.
I got a bunch of ghouls.
Oh, I'm so scared.
You will be. You will be, sir. That is the end of the Dwarfs' first turn. Just kind of moving to the board, trying to get position as we move on to my Undead, turn 1. Start of the turn for Death. I'm going to have my General use his command ability to make this unit of ghouls immune to Battle Shock. Then he's going to cast his spell, the Black Hunger. I'm picking a unit within 18 inches and adding +1 to the attack profile. This is cast on a 5. And I get it.
Perils, right?
So
there's perils in Warhammer.
I'm so happy there's no perils. It's the only time I rolled double 6s. It doesn't actually matter that much. So this unit of ghouls will be +1 attack until my next hero phase. Movement, might as well get some guys up the board. So this unit of Crypt Ghouls are going to move their 6 inches straight up towards the Thunderers. Moving up to there. Vargeist are going to go next, and they're just going to flap up the board because I want to have them come hopefully deal with that gyrocopter. Hoping this doesn't turn out to be a terrible idea. Unit of Crypt Ghouls here. They're going to start moving over this way to kind of say hello to the gyrocopter. Crypt Horrors up next. They're going to run, so 7 plus additional 4 for 11 inches. Moving up to the outskirts of the Garden of Morr. Last but not least, my Ghoul King, 6 plus, because he's going to run, another 5. Ghoul King's moved on up. Next, I think I'm going to declare a charge with my Crypt Flayers. How far can they go?
That's not what I wanted.
8 inches. Hello, gyrocopter. Choosing to have my Crypt Flayers go first, of course. I am hitting on 4s. Should have also mentioned that 6s to hit cause mortal wounds, so we have 2 mortal wounds, and then a couple dice to roll. These wound on 3s with a -1 rend for another 3.
5 up save. Yeah, took 4 wounds. It died. Oh yeah, and it had a really big bomb in it, so all your guys died too when it crashed.
Is that the exact wording for the rule?
That yeah, let me just
Verbatim?
check my rules.
That brings us to the end of the first battle round, so we need to roll off to see who's going to go first in the second battle round. Want to roll your big giant dice?
That's what I wanted.
Come on, 6.
No, I go first.
In David's hero phase now, we got to roll to see where the meteor is coming down. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it goes into the middle of that zone. Want to roll me a dice, see where it ends up?
Over here, in the middle. We'll just measure it and get it exact.
Ending up right there, so I think that kind of works out well for me, hopefully. Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
So my Rune Lord is going to cast, it's not really a spell, it's Rune Lore or whatever, but he's going to do Ancestral Shield on my Warden King. The range is 16, so I'm definitely in range. So
and this is on, what, a 2-up?
Anything but a 1. So he on a 6, any wound or mortal wound he receives on a 6, he doesn't care.
Okay, so he's able to ignore wounds or mortal wounds on a 6.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then the Thane is going to plant his standard, so everyone within 16 inches for my dwarves doesn't have to take battleshock tests, and all of your wizards within 16 inches are -2 or +2, depending on which way you want to look at it, to cast.
So the spells are difficulty 2 worse than they were before. Okay, so yeah, if something was cast on a 5, now it's cast on a 7 if I'm within 16.
Yes. The Warden King is gonna Ancestral Grudge those guys. We're grudging them because they crashed my gyrocopter. So all my Dispossessed get +1 to wound against them.
Against the Crypt Flayers?
Yes.
Oh.
Start with my Thunderers, because I could shoot you.
Under the movement?
Yes.
Uh-oh. I have the feeling you're going to shoot my guys up pretty bad.
And my Pistoles. Warden King's going to go this way, because he can charge through that little gap in the wall. He's only got 6 in charge that way. And then the Warriors are going to move up to block anyone coming that way.
Okay, so Warriors are coming up this way?
Yep.
You saw a little battle line here. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that.
So this unit is going to shield wall. So they get to reroll their saves, but they can't run or charge.
Right, so they're still able to move, but if they don't run or charge, then they can shield wall?
Yeah. So I could line them up in a nice shield wall if it would look cooler for you.
No, that's fine.
My Quarrelers are going to move through that little gate into the graveyard so they can start shooting those...
The old Cryptors?
Yeah.
But they're spooky scary and you're in my graveyard.
It's my graveyard now.
Typical dwarven attitude.
The Rune Lord is just going to move through the gate and hang out with his little Quarreler buddies. So I'm going to sound the advance with my great weapons, and they're going to be going through these little gates and getting all in here.
Can I do a conga line through?
Yeah, it's my graveyard. What you can do about it?
Crowding up in my graveyard. Why in my graveyard?
It's my graveyard now. Gyrocopter that's still alive is just flying 3 inches away, so I can steam gun your whole unit.
The one that's still alive because it didn't fly too close to guys?
Maybe.
Is deciding now to fly close to guys?
I'm gonna steam gun those ghouls, so I hit all of them.
As we move on to the shooting phase. Yeah, my poor little ghoulies. So you're hitting on
3s and then moving on 4s.
Okay, let's see. Looking for 3s.
Pretty good.
Solid.
And then 4s. I like it.
Killing off 4 of my guys because it's -1 rend.
Yep.
Killing off 4. These guys aren't close enough to use the general's ability to hope for that 6.
The Thunderers are gonna shoot the big scary monsters. And
Crypt Flayers.
Crypt Flyers. And because the Sergeant has pistols, I get an extra shot. So 4s to hit. Not the best, but not the worst. Then 2s. There we go. And it's rend -1.
5-up save goes to a 6-up save because of that. It didn't make a 1. So we will completely kill off this guy and put 1 wound onto him.
The Koalas are gonna shoot the Crypt Horrors. Just put some damage on them. 4s. And 4s. Not terrible. No rend though.
5-up save for the Crypt Horrors, making 1, and then since I'm close enough to a death hero, on 6s I get to ignore the wounds. Oh, that would have been a lovely save, so taking 2 wounds. Causing 2 wounds, putting, we'll say, this guy down to 2 wounds remaining.
So, Warden King is going to charge the big scary monsters.
I used to use you guys to clear the charge. It's the only thing worth going into her that you can get to. So it's 6.
Nope.
Oh. I'd say he's tired. Taking a look at my casualties, didn't take enough casualties anywhere to have to worry about battle shock. So we're going to move on to death, turn 2. Started my hero phase, we're going to see where the meteor shows up. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right in the middle of the board. Kind of, I can deal with that. My meteor that I have to hold for points showing up right there. I'm actually fairly happy with that. Hero phase, Crypt Horrors get to heal 1 wound off them, so he's going to go back up to 3. Hero phase, I'm going to use my Ghoul King's command ability that's letting me set up a unit of Crypt Ghouls anywhere. Basically, I pick a board edge, and as long as I'm within 3 inches of that board edge and more than 9 inches away from you, that's where my guys go. My ghoulies showing up closer to the objective on David's side of the board. Ghoul King is going to try for the spell to give these guys a bonus attack with Black Hunger, I think.
Black Hunger, yeah.
Instead of being cast on a 5, now it's cast on a 7. And I get an 8.
So my Rune Lord is within 18 inches, so he gets to unbind, but he also gets +2 to unbind, because if there's one thing Dwarfs can do, it's not
so you're going to show us, what, a 7?
Yep.
And that's just enough. I don't get my spell off. Looking at my options here, my ghouls on this side of the board are relatively happy with where they're at because we're going to try to eat a gyrocopter. I think the big unit of ghouls has to go up, and I want to get rid of those thunderers, so let's move towards them. Crypt Horror is going to run to get back onto my objective, see if I can score some early points. So 7 plus, they're getting to go wherever they want. Happily sitting right here. Ghoul King up next. I think he's going to run. So 6 plus another 5. Super speedy today. Running up right here. Vargeist up next. They're going to just flappy flap back to be a couple inches away from a certain Dwarf Lord.
Warden King.
That's what I said. Charge time! These ghouls gonna declare a charge. Oh, they're in. Roar! Vargeist gonna try to go in. Yeah, they're getting to wherever they want to be. I think I want to go in against the Warden King, but let's measure up my options here. I'm counting on the fact that your dice rolls are worse than mine, even though mine are abysmal. So we might be able to put some hurt on him because he's only, what, 5, 6 wounds?
He's 5 wounds.
Big unit of Crypt Ghoulies going in. Oh, yeah. Ghoulies going on in. As far as combat, it says all the charges I can declare. So we're going to have the Crypt Flayers swing first. Looking for 4s to hit, 6s or more wounds. There's a couple 6s there. Wounding on 3s for 2 more.
So on the regular wounds, 5 ups. Re-rolling because of my special rule. Nope, so that's 1 wound. And then Oh, and that can get discounted on 6.
Yeah, roll that now.
So these are all on 6s. So I take 4 wounds, so I have 1 wound left.
I almost got him. 1 wound remaining on him. Who do you want to have swing next? You can choose. You got Thunderers, Warriors, and then a Gyrocopter on the other side of the board.
I kind of want to do my Warden King, even though it's the most strategically bad thing to do, because I want to see what he does.
Well, I mean, you're going to still get the chance to.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody's going to be able to kill him. So, okay, I'm going to do the, I guess the the Thunderers, because the Warriors have the best chance of living.
Okay, so Thunderers up next.
So that will pile in. So the Sergeant with his pistoles, he hits on 4s, and he wounds on 4s. It's a wound.
I still get my 6-up save, which essentially is re-rollable because he's close enough because he's having them ignore wounds on a 6. Just show me a 6.
No.
Nope, re-roll. Or well, I guess this is the roll for the Allegiance ability. No. You killed this guy.
4s. Oh. I have plasma weapons for 40k, right?
Just try to kill yourself out. And then you're wounding on 5s?
Wounding on 5s.
Oh, you got one!
Wound.
So 6-up save. Oh, wow. Allegiance ability. Yep. Saved it. Ghoul's gonna swing back now. We're gonna break this up. So we're gonna do the 14 ghouls that have to attack into the Thunderers. Roll up all the attacks against the Thunderers first. So it's 2 attacks base for each guy and then +1 because of how big the unit is. I'm re-rolling misses of 1 as well. I think I hit you a couple times. Hitting on 4s. Getting to re-roll the 1s for being close enough to my Ghoul King. I had a couple more hits there. These are, of course, wounding on 4s. Not too bad.
Yep.
Thunders have, what, a 5-up save?
5-up save. So, how many live? So, 7 die. I'll just kill off everyone that isn't at command.
10 ghouls left that are able to attack into the Warriors, hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1 still. Re-rolling my 1s. Converting a couple more hits. Wounding your Warriors on 4s.
And 5-up re-rolling because of my shield wall.
Not too shabby. Ooh, still using a good amount.
8 die.
That was quick counting. That went better for me than I thought it was going to.
So the Gyrocopter is going next with his D3 attacks. I got an attack. I hit you on a 5. I don't hit you.
Okie dokie. Swinging back with these ghoulies now, hitting on 4s. Oh, that was pretty good. Wound you on 4s. Only 3 here.
4-up save. And take a wound.
Your Gyrocopter's so good.
So my Warden King's going to go next. He's going to try and kill these evil monsters. So I hit on 3s. That's what I wanted. I did actually that time.
And then you're wounding on 2s because I'm still the grudge target?
Yep, you're still the grudge.
Ugh. -1 Ren, so my 5-up save becomes a 6-up. Didn't ignore any of that.
And because my relic blade, these are all D3 +1. So that's 4, 7.
They're dead!
And he did it! Wait, I want him to go on the ghoul unit now.
Yeah, too bad he's only got 1 wound left.
What's left of the warriors is going to go now. They get 2 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. No.
We move on to Battle Shock. I didn't take enough casualties anywhere to warrant a Battle Shock test. And because you are so close to what's the banner?
The banner, if I'm 16 inches, I don't have to take Battle Shock.
And yeah. Thunders are in 16 too?
Yeah.
Sad panda.
16.
Okay, so we need to go on to see who's going to take third turn after I score 2 points here. I'm controlling that objective on my second turn, so 2 points. Roll off on the giant dice. What are you going to get?
Yeah.
Oh, Do you want to go first? Or you want me?
I want to go first. So hero phase, planting the standard.
Anything else?
And yeah, that's all he's doing. But then the runesmith is the rune lord. He is going to give the two-handed weapon guys +1 rend. Oh,
-1 rend.
-1. Their rend is 1 better. The Warden King is going to pick these ghouls as his grudge unit because he's got quite a lot to hold against them now.
Nuh-uh. Call a little ceasefire over here for a second.
No. And suddenly, out of the ground, a pony appears. And some miners as well.
Which will help you out for getting that point. Now, is there a reason why you didn't do that earlier?
I forgot. Internet, please don't be mad.
By the time we realized we were just talking about it just now, and kind of realized you probably should have done this last turn.
Yeah, because then I could have got 2 points. But now I can get
3?
3 points. So yeah, I was waiting to get
there
more
you go.
points.
Strategic.
So the Gyrocopter is going to fly away and not take that ghoul with him. That's the last thing he wants to do. And he's just going like exactly 6 inches away, so I'm preventing you from getting your objective, but you've got to get off it to come and get me. 200 weapon guys are going to come up. No, that's not the guy that I want to pick up. And then the Quarrelers are going to move up this way to shoot those Crypt Horrors up there.
You jerk.
The 3 Thunderers are going to shoot the Ghouls.
Yep.
And they have 4 attacks because of the 2 pistols. So hit on 4s. And wounding on 2s. With -1 rend, so you just get your 6 up for being zombies.
General is still close enough to give them the 6 up ignore wounds. Adds up to 6. I don't think it matters too much where I end up pulling them from, so let's say we'll pull him and him.
10 shots from the Quarrelers into the big versions of the Ghouls.
Horrors?
Yeah, those guys. 4s to hit. That's pretty good. And 4s to wound. Not horrible. 3.
5 up save on them. Oh, I made them. Huzzah.
The 2-handed weapon warriors are going to declare a charge. They're not saying where.
As per the rules. Okay, how far are they going?
Yay, they can go where they want to go. So the Warden King is going first, and he's going to pile in, and he's going to teach these ghouls a lesson.
And how to miss.
No. Hitting on 3s. Good.
And you're winning me on 2s?
Winning on 2s. Good. We want quadruple 6s.
D3
Yeah.
plus 1 for each of these, so...
So that's 2, 3, so 5, 8, 12.
Yeah. Get to ignore the wounds on 6s because of the Ghoul King. Still losing...
9.
Ugh. Start peeling the back rank off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, let's say 8, 9. My choice now, who's going to go next? I think I'm going to have my Ghouls go. The idea is that I'm pretty confident he won't kill my Ghoul King.
Unless I roll perfectly.
Right, and then I do heal up when I kill you because of the sword. So I'm going to bank on having the Ghouls go now. Swinging in, going to have the Ghouls go first. They got attacks on the Warden King. There are 5 there that can attack, but now, unfortunately, I'm down to having less than 20 models, so no bonus attacks. Still get to reroll misses of 1. Hit you on 4s. Rerolling my 2 1s for no extra. These wound you on 4s. Uh-oh.
Yes!
Uh-oh.
He's still standing.
That was kind of lackluster, so the Ghoul is attacking into your unit of warriors. Show me 4s to hit. Rerolling 1s. Reroll the 1s to convert a couple more hits. I wound you on 4s.
Whoa.
There we go.
5 up saves. Whoa. And rerolling. They might still live. No, they died.
Good.
Bye-bye.
Rest of everybody's swinging into the remaining Thunderers, hitting on 4s. Rerolling the 2 1s there, see if I can convert a couple extra hits. Nope. These are all wounding you on 4s. There we go. Get angry, boys.
5 up save. And they're dead. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hello. So 6 attacks from the Great Weapon guys into the Ghoul King. Josh knocked them over, that's why they're in a pile.
I did no such thing, sir.
So 4s to hit. I likes.
And then 3s?
3s to wound. I likes -2 rend.
My 4 up goes to a 6 up. Uh-huh. Put me down to 2 wounds remaining. Ugh. He's gonna swing back at you, hitting on 3s. There we go. Wound you on 3s. Ugh. -1 rend though.
We're looking for a 666 here, right, Josh?
Yep.
No. So 3 bite the dust. I'll just take 3 from the back because it's way easier.
Slaying those 3 puts me back up to 5 wounds. Then I have the Red Fury, which I gotta roll for. Red Fury, I have to roll under the amount of wounds inflicted, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
if he does really well, he should
because he
be back.
didn't kill enough, so now he's angry.
Well, no, because if he kills a lot, then I guess he's just extra angry and keeps killing guys.
Yeah.
If I roll a 1 or 2, I get to attack again. Huzzah. 3 attacks now. Hitting on 3s with 6 attacks. And then I'm wounding you on 3s for 2.
And 6 up. Nope, 2 more.
Which brings me back up to full wounds as well. Moving on to Battle Shock. My unit of ghouls here is the only thing that can flee. They're Bravery 10, but they lost 11 models. So I'm going to lose D6 plus 1 more. 3 more are going to flee. So let's say it was these 3. Actually, no, I kind of like these guys over here. 1, 2. Oh yeah, we'll kill him. 3. The end of David's turn, he is going to score 3 because I am not close enough to contest that objective. And since his gyrocopter is all the way over here contesting my objective, I don't score anything. So he's actually winning 3-2 right now. Correction, my bad, guys. I've been playing a bunch of War Machine lately. I wouldn't have scored on his turn anyways. So I do have a turn to try to take care of this to get some points. Moving on to my turn 3, we're going to have my Ghoul King, whose name I forgot there. He's going to use his command ability to bring on the last 10 ghouls that I can. Setting up my last unit of ghouls back here. The idea is that, you know, in a turn or 2 I'll be able to free up the big guys. Time to go for a spell. I don't know. Let's throw up a Mystic Shield onto himself. Because I'm nervous about those stupid... Oh no, I killed a bunch.
Yeah.
Never mind, I'm not nervous about the axe anymore. Let's say a Arcane Bolt into the unit right ahead of him. Show me an 8 to cast, because of that stupid banner.
Perils? The other way now?
Stop that. Time for movement. Ghouls here are going to go after that Helichopter. Roar. Unit here is going to go after those stupid miners. Roar. Crypt Horrors here are going to just kind of shuffle a little bit. Charge time. Let's have these ghouls try to go into your gyrocopter. I need to show a 9. That's an 8. Same thing, ghouls over here. It's about a 6-inch charge. Oh, they're definitely getting in. Get them. Come on, boys. Crypt Horror's gonna have them charge in as well. Nope. Nope, they're not. Ghouls here gonna charge into those miners. They're gonna get them.
You'll be very terrified. Hits on a 5 and wounds on a 6.
That's David White in the background talking about how terrifying his mule is in combat. I think I want to start with these ghouls over here because I feel good about my chances. Swinging India, I'm looking for 4s to hit.
Straight 1s.
Wounding on 4s. Not too shabby.
And 5-up save. So you know what you just did? You just killed the mule.
No, you killed the mule, sir. You could choose to kill a bunch of other guys first.
You killed the mule and a single miner. I hope you're happy.
Against all tactical advice, David White's chosen to have his warriors attack next.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Josh is using the camera against me. So the Warden King's going. He hits on 3s. Roll good. Not as good as before. Winning on 2s. Good.
Ugh.
D3 plus 1.
For each of these.
So that's 4, 7, and oh, that was a 1. 9.
With no save to speak of, I get to ignore these on 6s because the Ghoul King's still being close enough. I have murdered 7 of my friends. My turn, let's swing into this stupid gyrocopter. Hit you on 4s. Wounding on 4s.
Needing 4s. I didn't roll really bad. I'm sorry, Josh. He's got 1 wound left.
I'll get him eventually.
He's gonna fly away again. So the miners are gonna attack now. So 8 of the normal guys. Oh, they did pile in. They're all gonna be
We can assume they're piled in.
That's what I like. Winning on 3s with -1 rend. Oh, I don't like that. So 1 dead.
You killed a guy. Him.
Steam drill hitting on 4. Come on. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Winning on 3. No.
Woohoo! Ghoul King up now. Let's kill all your little dwarfy friends.
No.
Hit you on 3s. Wound you on 3s with a -1 rend.
6 up. 2 die.
On a 1 or 2, I get to attack again. Nope, that's a 3.
The 2-handed weapon guys into the Ghoul King.
I messed up. I did that out of order. I shouldn't have attacked them yet. Oh well. Just for like healing purposes. So you're hitting on 4s?
Yep. Nope.
It balances out. Let's go to the ghouls over here. Pile in, see if we can kill your dude. Piling in like so and getting 16 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling the 1s though. See if I can convert them into hits. There we go. Wound you on 4s now. That's hopefully going to be enough to strip 1 wound off of your Warden King.
4 rerollable. Oh.
So far, so good.
Yes!
Oh, come on!
He lives! Here comes the game-changing attacks. The
D3.
Gyrocopter gets 1. He hits you on a 5.
Oh! Wounds on a
4.
6-up save! Oh, he got one! That is it for combats. We gotta go over here and do a battle shock on... Do I have a battle shock on you? How many did they lose?
You lost 7.
Oh, I did, so I could lose some guys here. Losing D6 minus 3.
2 more. Those 2 there.
Whoop. End of my turn, not scoring anything, because that stupid gyrocopter's still there. Killing guys one at a time. Rolling off for initiative. Oh, you only got a 4 that time. I'm gonna roll 2.
No, a 3. I'm going first, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, hero phase, planting the standard, obviously. The Rune Lord is going to give the Quarrelers Forge Fire. I think that's what it is.
Improving the rend?
Improving the rend.
Okay.
And then the Warden King is going to hate you guys.
It's fair.
So, the Gyrocopter isn't going to run, he's just going to fly out of combat. Just enough to be really, really annoying to you again.
Fleeing to there.
Yeah.
Great.
Quarrelers are moving up onto Balin's tomb. No copyright infringement intended.
I'm getting a letter about this, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. Peter Jackson's going to write to you personally.
You know, I think he's actually, I don't know if he plays miniatures games, but I know he collects miniatures, because he's friends with the Perry brothers.
So maybe he will see this.
Okay, so Peter Jackson, if you see this and you want to give me a shout out to, you know, come and play a game or something like that, Josh at MiniWarGaming.com.
You okay getting in trouble for that? You used the thing.
No, you did, sir.
Yeah, but, oh. The firing line for the Ghoul King.
The Jerk Squad.
Rune Lord's gonna move up because he can. He can't see you to charge you, though, which is a bit unfortunate, but eh.
I feel okay about that. Okay. Shooting now 10 shots from the Quarrelers, going into my big old Crypt Horrors.
No.
Sorry, into the Ghoul King. Uh-oh.
Falls.
Not too shabby.
And falls. I like.
Ooh, that's really good.
And -1 rend.
4-up save goes to a 5-up. And he's taken 4 wounds, so he's down to 2. That's it for shooting. So on to combat.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing with my 2-handed weapon Dwarf Warriors into your Ghoul King.
Alright then.
Hitting on 4s. Oh.
You hit me once. And wounding on 3s?
Wounding on 3s.
And minus what to the rend?
Yeah.
-1?
Yeah. So
okay, so 5-up. Doesn't save it, so he's down to 1 wound. I'm coming over here next. I really want to kill that Dwarf Lord, but it doesn't make sense right now. It's an objective game. Play the objectives. I want to yell vengeance and kill that Dwarf Lord, though. So over here, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s.
So I am actually in cover. We forgot last turn, so I get +1 cover. +1 to my save, which saves a whole extra guy.
So losing 2.
Kill the Trumpet and that guy there. Hitting on 3s with my Dwarf Lord. Oh, winning on 2s though.
Yep. Multiplying for me.
So that's 4, 9.
Correction, that was 8 there, guys. Ignoring these on 6s. Come on. Oh no, that's everybody dead. Ghoul King now going to swing into you with his 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. I've seen better rolls, wounding on 3s. Ah, only 2.
They didn't move in the shooting phase, so
They shield wall, that's fine.
so reroll.
Because they got a rerollable.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kill the normal guy.
What was the regular save?
5 up.
Yeah, it's a -1 rend.
Oh, okay, so I gotta reroll out
Yep.
to 6 up. Okay, so the 2 die. I'll kill the flagman.
And I heal 2 wounds, putting me back up to 3. Not likely here, but if I roll a 1, I get to attack again. That's 5.
Mine is into the ghouls. I'm gonna start with the steam drill this time. So he hits.
Any wounds on what, a 3?
On a 3. Nope, again.
Good. And then the rest of the unit hitting on...
Oh, there's actually 7. No, there was 6. I am counting right. Hitting on 4s.
And then wounding me on 3s?
Yeah, -1 round. 1 wound.
So we'll kill off him right here. End of combat, so battle shock. I didn't lose enough over here to worry, but you lost 2.
Yeah.
And your bravery what?
6.
Okay.
So I'm fine.
Yeah. End of the turn, though, you are not scoring any points, so you remain at 3.
Yes.
On to my turn here. Not a whole lot for me in the hero phase. I am going to go for... Let's try to say we're going to cast an Arcane Bolt at the unit of Quarrelers. I'm casting on an 8. Not getting it. Actually, a little later in the day than we had planned for, so I'm going to go ahead. These ghouls are all moving in a way that we're going to go after that gyrocopter, so I'm going to show you where they end up. Moving everybody up like so. These ghouls are going to come to take the objective. These ones hopefully get rid of the gyrocopter. And my Crypt Horror is moving up to try to say hello to those crossbowmen. Charge here, going 2d6, and we're in. Crypt Horror's up next. See if they can get in against those crossbowmen. They definitely do with 6 inches. Time for some combat. It should be over a little bit. I knocked some models over. Crypt Horror swinging into your crossbowmen. Swinging in now. I do get a reroll for being this close to the Ghoul King. So they're all hitting on what, 4s? Those 6s anything special?
They are.
6s are going to count as 3 damage each when I go to roll them. And then I get a reroll on my basic attacks, yes.
Yeah.
4s to hit. And get 1 more, I'll take it. The ones that are counting as 3 damage each, they're wounding on 3s. Ah, I only got 2.
5 up and shield walled, so re-rolling. So
Saved them both. Ugh. 2 regular attacks that are with 2 damage each, wounding on 3s. Only getting the 1. You get your 5 up re-rollable.
no.
Okay, so I get to kill off 2.
I'll kill off these 2. So the Quarrelers are going to attack the Crypt Horrors because
We came to the realization this is really the only combat that matters. Well,
like,
as long as I kill the gyrocopter.
which you should.
Which I probably will, so...
But
do you want to not do the gyrocopter first, make it a little less likely to kill him?
no.
Quarrelers swinging in with their attacks. They're hitting on...
4s and then 4s.
Not too shabby.
And 4 wounds.
5 up save here. So saving the 3, and then on a 6 I get to ignore this for having the Ghoul King close by. No, so I'm taking 1 wound. 20 attacks into the gyrocopter, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Reroll on the 1s. Ooh, converting a couple nice hits. These are all wounding you on 4s. Not fantastic. There's only 3 there. Okay, see if you can get him. 4 up save.
He dies by 1. So I can't actually win now because these guys are locked in combat.
Right, so I've got these guys stuck here. They're not going to be able to flee far enough away that they can actually get here to contest.
Yeah, so...
And so I'm going to score 4 points out of this, putting me up to 6 points.
Yeah.
And even if, luckily enough you were able to score 5 points in your next turn, there's no way to stop me from scoring my 5.
Yeah.
So that is a death victory. Awkward left-handed handshake, sir. Good game.
Good game.
Let's set the camera up, do a quick little post-game chat. Alrighty, folks. Quick little kind of after-game chat. David White, this is the first time you've played match play, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
First, General's Handbook, Age of Sigmar.
What did you think?
It's really fun.
Yeah. There's a part of me that, because I'm always somewhat of a Debbie Downer pessimist, that, you know, I wasn't sure how General's Handbook was going to play out. I love it. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. The games play relatively quick. It's more of a matter of just kind of memorizing your units and what they do. I had a lot of fun. What do you think about this scenario? We haven't done this one at MiniWarGaming yet.
It's a good scenario. Even though I goofed on the second turn when I could have got 2 points for my miners being on that objective, it wouldn't have actually made a difference at the end of the game, so I made a little bit of a goof, but it was not that much of a problem in the long run.
Well, there's a lot of people that say that, you know, summoning is super weak, and people were complaining about death stuff. The fact that I had a command ability to bring guys on, anything where you can get additional guys coming on, like the reserve system, the reinforcement points, I think it works really well. The game I played against Steve, if I didn't have the chance to summon onto the objectives, I would have lost.
Yeah.
So it kind of balances out some of the weaknesses of death. So I don't want to say for sure death is going to be my go-to army, but I quite enjoy them for match play thus far.
Well, I'm excited about... I mean, at the moment, I am only sort of playing converted Age of Sigmar armies, but I'm, in the near future, hopefully going to be having a Beast Claw army, so I'll be back and bringing some destruction. Because I find, when I've been reading through the rules, that the new books made for Age of Sigmar, those armies, they're
a little bit...
They're made with the game in mind instead of converted for the game to work kind of thing.
Yeah, they're doing a spectacular job for that. So guys, I haven't had a chance to play a ton of Age of Sigmar, especially lately I've been playing a bunch of War Machines, so any mistakes that I made, point them out. Do your best to, you know, start your comment with the rules you got wrong, or give me a timestamp. Give me something so I can see exactly what you're talking about, because the context helps a lot. Other than that, if there's anybody out there interested in coming and playing some Age of Sigmar, no guarantees, but, you know, shoot us an email here at MiniWarGaming. Support at MiniWarGaming is what you want to do to get a hold of Justin, who books the games. Even though we're pretty booked up right now, you know, we book well ahead of time. As well as, you know, if you want to shoot me an email, josh@miniwargaming.com, I'll see if I can get you in somewhere too. Other than that, leave some comments, leave some love, let me know what you think of the game so far. Vault members, click on the link below to check out the next game between Steve and I. I'm going to be bringing Chaos, facing off against Steve and his Order. If you're not a Vault member, click on the link below anyways. It'll take you to a 7-day free trial where you can check this game out, as well as every other game we have in the Vault. Everything we do in pairs. So that's twice as many bat reps for all the different systems we cover. It also gives you access to Chris and Janine's painting tips and tricks, as well as some other fun behind the scenes stuff. Check it out, guys, and as always, happy wargaming.